Mm-mm-mm. Hello, hello. How is everyone? How's everyone's Thursday going? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful week so far. Uh, Eyes, hello, hello. Crow, hello. Palm, hello. Nye, hello. Nothing, hello. How are you guys? Will she ever stop yapping? Will pigs fly? Will the sky fall? These are questions. Hey, you never know. Maybe one day. No, I shouldn't say this. That might be like jinxing it. Because right now, for some reason today, my throat has been like kind of hurting. So I'm hoping I'm not sick. So I was saying, what if, I got real sick and my voice is gone and I do a stream where I just stare at you the whole time? Wouldn't that be just amazing content, you know? Quietly stare at you for 3 hours straight. No, you're definitely- don't say that! Knock on wood! I don't want to be sick. Being sick sucks. But yeah, no, hopefully it's just like a one-time thing. Because it has been pretty cold lately. Like, it's been like cold and then warm again and then cold again. So I think my body's just like, what the frick is going on? Is what it is. Oh. Fantasy Life came out. I've been playing it. Oh, guys, are you playing it on the Switch? I actually wanted to ask chat about it because I've been seeing everybody playing it and I'm so tempted to buy it. I don't know if it's good on the Switch right now. Because I know that a lot of people are playing it on PC and yeah, the graphics look really good on the PC. But then I'm like, but I want to play while laying in my bed. I want to play while I'm a couch potato. So I'm like, I'm debating at the moment. But yeah, no, Fantasy Life looks really fun. It looks really cute. You shouldn't yap too long. But we haven't had a really decent like yapping session in a long time. I say this because like, yeah, we do yap for an hour after a stream. But we don't have like a stream dedicated to yapping. I feel like we should do that more often. Maybe I should make it that we have a yap session at least once a month. That'll be nice. That's a recipe to getting sick. No, no, no. I refuse. But that's the thing though. I don't even know what happened. In all honesty, I don't really talk a lot at work, so like it can't be like voice strain. And then it's like not like I run around like not like I go outside in like t-shirts and short kind of weather, you know? I'm still pretty much bundled up when I go outside, so I don't know what's going on. Jaeger, hello, hello, how are you? Yeah, but if you you are maybe sick, no strength, that is true. Well, I think it should be okay, because even if I yap for a bit longer today, I don't really talk much at work. I feel like, okay, there's like days when I'm at work and I talk more often because I need to, because of situations. But usually for Fridays, I just hide in a corner at work. I just hide in my little like laboratory corner and just do my thing and no one chats with me. I just give off that vibe on Fridays. Like, don't talk to me right now. I just want to get my stuff done, go home, and not see you guys until Monday. I don't know. If worse comes to worse, I can always just call in sick. Even when I'm not sick. I gotta use up all my sick days. You're already doing that? Zatsu has always been once a month. What do you mean? I feel like it's not often though. I don't think we really had a Zatsu last month, did we? Let me double check. I don't... Well, okay, no, we did because it was like birthday stream. Because I feel like birthday stream was kind of like yapping and anniversary stream was yapping, I believe it was. No, anniversary was hand cam. So that wasn't really much. I think birthday was yapping, right? Yeah. But then besides that, I don't feel like we yap a lot. Surprisingly, just a full-on yap session. Yeah. We should do that more often. I shall make it like a habit. Wait, you're right now. Yeah, see, like I feel like I don't know, it just feels like a long time since I had like a nice like me just chatting with you guys without a game in the background. Oh. Yeah. And then, you know, catch up with all you guys, seeing what you guys are like excited for in the next couple weeks, because I think isn't Rune Factory is coming out at the end of this month, right? Or is it end of next month? I always get confused. Let me double check. Yeah. Wait, is it? I don't know if I trust these. Let me just open it on Steam. Oh, June 4th. I don't know why Google keeps on telling me it's May 30th. Why? Why do you keep on lying to me, Google? But anyways, okay, June 5th. But yeah. Also let me know if like it runs pretty good on the Switch too. Wait, 4th? Amazon lying? I don't know, but Steam says it's coming out on the June... Oh no, it is June 4th. The hell? Okay, yeah. But yeah, let me know if it runs nice on the Switch. And how well the gameplay is. Because I also wanna get that game too. Oh, my wallet. My poor wallet. Wait, Switch 2? No. I want to get it on the Switch, comma, 2. Not the Switch 2. I'm not buying the Switch 2. It's too expensive. I hope the Pokemon Switch 2 update is good. I don't know if it will be though. Maybe they'll surprise us with it. Pardon, what runs on the Switch? I got distracted with Fantasy Life. Eyes, are you playing Fantasy Life on the Switch? Is it running pretty good? Is like the loading time and stuff good on it? Questions, because I want to get it, but if it's not running well, I might wait until it does like a major update. But I'm getting a little bit of FOMO because everybody else is playing it. I'm like, should I just buy it on Steam? But then I can't lay around in bed to play it. You know, first world problems. Where should I buy this game? Okay. Yeah, it runs well enough. No real problems to speak of in terms of performance. Okay. That sounds good. Yeah, maybe I'll wait a little bit because people should be doing a review for the Switch version soon. Maybe I'll also watch their reviews to see. But then yeah, if you're saying it runs pretty well, I might just buy it on the Switch. In all honesty, even if you say that it's like, you know, there's like a stutter here and there, I probably still would buy it on the Switch because, you know, I'm playing Atelier on the Switch and there are stutters here and there and I'm like dealing with that, so it can't be that bad. I probably won't buy it until next week. I feel like I should give it some time before I pull out my credit card and tell Nintendo to just take my money. Do you have the money to buy it? That's the thing, like I do have money to buy it, but then it's like my frugal side of me is like, do I really need it at the moment? Because like, will I be able to play it right away? And since it's not like a physical version of the game, there's no like urgency to buy it. Because there's some games that if it's a physical version, I will want to buy it right away. Because sometimes if you don't buy it right away, you can't get a physical version of it. So there's that. But since Fantasy Life for like North America isn't physical, like it's more of like, do I need this right now? It's still gonna be there like a month from now kind of thing. And then for Rune Factory, I do want to see like gameplay of it first. Because if it's literally unplayable on the Switch, I don't think I would want to buy it. Physical version. I'm a sucker for physicals. Oh, if you're used to cutting edge PC performance, it might seem sluggish on loading times. Oh, okay. Oh, Mom almost bought me it for my birthday. I've been playing. Oh, that's really nice of her. That's a really nice birthday gift. Yeah, for me, like, I'm okay. In all honesty, I might. Yeah, I can't tell the difference most of the time. Maybe because I'm like, I don't have like the greatest monitors anyways. So if it's anything above like 60, or even if it's 30 and 60, I can't really tell much of a difference because I don't really play any like intensive games. So my vision of it's gonna be like, oh yeah, that's fine. You know, loading screen's a little bit slow, that's fine. I might complain about it here and there, but I'm still gonna wait, you know? That credit card, like, no, I'm actually pretty good. I don't actually spend a lot of money. Well, I try not to, unless I really need things. I'm the type that's like, I debate on what, like, if I'm buying something, it stays in my like shopping cart for like at least 2 days because I question myself, like, do I really need this? Can I wait for this? So yeah, I'm pretty good with that. Maybe there's a demo on Steam or Switch. I don't think they have a demo version for Fantasy Life. Oh, but then there's this other game that's gonna be out on early access on Steam. It looks really interesting. What's it called? I don't know. YouTube has been like recommending me all like these like reviews for games. So I've been like going through them. What is it called? Tinkerland. Tinkerland is like a mix of Core Keeper and Terraria. And early access is gonna be out tomorrow. So I'm debating on it also. Because that game looks like a really fun game to play with nothing. Because I don't know if Lily and Babs will be into playing it. But I feel like this would be something nothing would want to play with me. But it looks really cute. I don't know the pricing of it yet. There's no pricing. So depending on the price of it, I might also not buy it. I'm sure you can watch gameplay of it on YouTube. Yeah, I haven't seen any good reviews yet for the Switch version because I think the Switch version just came out yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So it might take them a couple of days to actually do a review because I know that it's a pretty big like open world kind of thing. So I'm worried that when you get to the bigger maps, the Switch will struggle a bit more to kind of render things. So I'll wait a bit. But the characters look so cute in it. I hope Metro Dread and Primary Master get updates to also be 4K 60 or 1080. Yeah. I'm actually really curious too about the Switch 2. Obviously, I'm not gonna buy it, but it's like, how much better would games look on it? Because it's like, will I really appreciate it with how I just play games now? Probably. But would it make my life significantly better? Who knows? I would say the combat can be surprisingly difficult due to it being made with multiplayer in mind. Playing solo can result in suddenly eating tons of damage and dying. Just coerce some of your friends to get it and play with you. That's the thing. I don't have any friends that really play video games. Even if they do, they don't play Switch games or the games that I like playing. I feel like all the friends that I know of, they're all like, what, FPS? Like shooter games? I feel like they're all Apex kind of players. So I just, yeah. I'm just, okay, I'm gonna go play my farming sim now. You guys do your thing. Ah, okay, I say so. I got it yesterday at least. Yeah. But definitely it does look like a really cute game. I heard that even if you play online with like random people, it's still pretty good. You know? You technically can just literally do your own thing while they're doing their thing. Kind of. Can't own the Switch 2 since people will only own the license of the console. That's dumb. Will only own the license of the console. What do you mean by that? I know that like the games in general are all gonna be kind of weird. How like you have like a physical game cartridge, but then you technically have to still download the game, which is stupid. But I guess that's like how life is now with you know, digital games and whatnots. What you mean? You only own the license? Is Nintendo gonna send some technician to come uninstall it and take it back? I don't know, but you never know though. Oh, that's the game key card. But third-party companies are overusing them. Yeah, I heard that it's like pretty bad right now. Literally almost all of the games that are coming out for the Switch 2 is like the game key card thing. I think it's only like Nintendo games that are technically physical copies with the game on the card. But yeah, a lot of them aren't. And it's really stupid because some of the games are less than 8 gigs. So technically they can put it on a card, but they don't. Oh, if Nintendo finds out you're modding your Switch 2, they'll break your console. A lot of videos made fun of Nintendo for doing. Oh, yeah, I think I remember hearing something, but I wasn't really sure if it was for real. I remember watching some review that was talking about it. But yeah. That's, well, I guess if you never put it online, then I guess you should be okay. But right now, there's no way to mod the Switch 2, right? So I feel like when people start figuring it out, they can probably like find a loophole or the locking of the console. Oh, apparently it's because Nintendo is being dumb and is letting people use either the game key card or the full 60 gig card. So the game key card is cheaper, so they use them to save money. Oh, then the game is the only yeah, like at that point, just give me like a digital version. Like, it's just so stupid. Because then it's no different than just buying the digital version of it. Yeah, and in all honesty, I also don't like the new like Switch 2 games. I don't like how it's like red. It's just such an eyesore. I guess that's all I can say. It's like, ooh, so ugly. But whatever. You know, it is what it is. Skybird, hello, how are you? Seeing the redhead. Okay, no, but then it's just the games itself is just so stupid. It's like your system's gonna, like, for people who like buy physical games, it's just such an eyesore. You have like the normal Switch games, and all of a sudden you have like these red box ones, and it's just like, ugh, so ugly. That's why before they would have only digital, but now they can have oh my god, I can't read, shelf presence at stores, and you can physically lend those games now. Yeah. I guess. That's still, it's so stupid. Zula, hello, how are you? Red and blue with black. What a tough color scheme. I feel like that's the thing. I feel like they don't even need to add the accent color to the Switch 2. At that rate, just keep it all black. I don't know. Like, are they gonna come out with different color controllers too, or is it gonna be black with like a hint of an accent color? That's kind of lame. I think the red is good to differentiate the box from Switch. The problem is the ugly banner on the Switch 2 edition filled with yeah. But then I also heard that some of the Switch 2 games can still be physically inserted into the OG Switch. So I'm like, alright. But why would you spend extra money to buy the Switch 2 game just to put it into your Switch 1? Because I think it was Room Factory confirmed that their Switch 2 version can be played on the Switch 1 or whatever. So it's all kind of confusing still. Time to start hacking. Time to try to be big brain about it. I'm doing alright. Trying to adjust to a new place I moved to. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm glad that you're doing pretty good. Yeah, moving to a new place is also kind of like disorientating, especially when you're moving to like a new neighborhood. Okay, the thing is, moving to a new neighborhood is less like jarring than moving to a new city, but it's still kind of like you got to figure out where everything is again, and you know how everyone like works in situations. I feel you. Hopefully it's not too hard trying to adjust. You know, they'll eventually sell us more colors. I hope at least the new one colors is good. Yeah, but that's the thing, if it's only like a little bit, I don't even feel like it's really worth it to buy different controllers. Unless they change the whole thing and they continue with like the bright bold colors. But who knows? I guess we just gotta wait and see. But at some point you have to accept when customers are gonna be stupid. Real question is, will Switch 2 game cards also taste bad? I feel like they should, you know? If you already did that with the Switch 1 games, might as well do it with Switch 2 games. I don't think it'll cost you that much more, and you can prevent people from suing you. Being like, my 5-year-old choked on your game because it's, you know, it's small enough and you didn't give me a warning on the box that says it's a choking hazard. I feel like they'll rather just spray the thing with chemicals. It's like, if your child still swallows it after we have this preventative measure, your child is stupid. You know? Either way, I know you ain't buying the Switch 2. Yeah, definitely not within the first year of it. Unless Xenoblade comes out on the Switch 2, then I would, you know, buy it. But if it's not, or any like really good games, then yeah, I'll probably wait maybe a year and a half, depending, to see if like you know, it can be cheaper. Or by then, I'll have someone visiting Japan and they can get the international version. Maybe they can get it a bit cheaper with currency exchange and stuff, but who knows. But yeah, that's a lot of money for a Switch when mine is still usable. I do give my Switch a lot of crap for, you know, being a jet engine, but it still works. I don't want to switch it out. They even sell us blue and red switches instead of the standard red and blue. I know, they're switching it up a bit. Oh. I'll buy a gold switch. Hey, maybe you can be one out of like, what, 1,000 people who get a limited edition, like, solid 24 karat gold one. Why not? If you wait to when you could, when you would want more controllers for friends and family anyways, then you'll get new color. Yeah, that's the thing. Even like I have, how many do I have? Oh, okay, so I have 2 extra sets in a sense. So I have like the Splatoon Joy-Cons that I had to import from Japan back in the day because they didn't have it and I really wanted those colors. I have the original like red and blue ones, and then my sister has the Animal Crossing Switch, so then we have like the Animal Crossing Joy-Cons. So that's all I have, and in all honesty I never use them. So it's like they're just sitting there. I just have to remember to charge them here and there just in case, so the batteries don't literally die. Oh, it's been stressful. There were bears are around. I never lived so close to bears. Oh yeah. Do you know what kind of bears, Skybreath? Hopefully they're black bears and not grizzly bears, because I know grizzly bears are more aggressive than black bears. But yeah, no, even in my area, okay, not in my area, but like probably like an hour or 2 away from where I live, there have been a lot of like grizzly bear sightings. So yeah, the bears are out. If the Switch 2 came out when I was a kid, Donkey Kong Bonanza would come with big yellow banana Joy-Cons. Oh my god, that'll be, I can totally see that. Just like kind of like limited edition. If you're a hardcore fan, you can get these very uncomfortable Joy-Cons, but you know, they're limited edition. I appreciate the warning stickers, but I'm a typical Zoomer with a reading skill of a 3-year-old, so I don't have fatigue. True, but then by that point, even if you do, then you can't sue Nintendo for it because they put it on there. It's your fault for not reading, and it's your fault for being illiterate, you know? At that point, Nintendo be like, sorry that you can't read, but it ain't my problem. We put it on there. Girl, by the time you get Switch 2, it'll be more expensive. No, I don't think it would be. I feel like by then, there'll be so many there that you can probably find them. Like, there might be sales by then. I don't know. Or by then, maybe, yeah, I'll know someone going to somewhere else on vacation and they can just pick me up one with currency exchange. I don't know. A girl can hope, okay? I can definitely tell you I don't have the funds to buy it on day one. Your Switch is on fire when you play until you. Shh, it still runs though. It might sound like a jet engine, but it still runs. Okay. Sometimes Yumiya might be a little bit jittery here and there, but she still runs. She still got jiggle physics. That's all that matters in the end. I know they'll switch it up. Yeah, Astra. That's why it's called a Switch. Shh. Hush you. The old Joy-Cons work with Switch too. So I'll use those as extra ones anyway. Yeah, but then it's a pain in the butt to charge them. Unless you have like the charging station for it. Then it's like, oh yeah, okay, that's fine. But still, you have to remember to keep it plugged in if you ever want to use it. Bunny, hello, how are you? How's your day going? I also wouldn't mind the Switch 2 Pro controller since it actually has a new button on the back and an audio jack. Maybe I'll wait for the Xenoblade one to make certain people jealous. I know. They missed out an opportunity. Why didn't they make a Xenoblade 3 or Xenoblade X controller? You know? Those ones would be cool. But yeah, the Switch 2 Pro controller, what does it have? Like the 2 extra back buttons and the stupid like voice chat? I feel like that voice chat thing is kind of stupid. At that rate, why can't I just like Discord chat with someone? Your connection will probably be better in that sense. Like, I don't know if I really need to see like my friend's POV of the game because, you know, I'll be focusing on mine, so I don't understand why you really need it, but I guess the gimmick of it all. They're polar bears? No, they're grizzly bears. And I don't live in an area that's that cold to have polar bears. Ah, Florida just had the first recorded black bear. How's a death near me? Really? Yeah, usually black bears are less aggressive compared to grizzly bears. So that's surprising, yeah. Because I usually hardly hear about like black bear attacks. They're usually grizzly bear attacks. But maybe it's also because the black bear population in my area isn't as high. That might make sense. And at the same time, I feel like Florida has a lot of things that can kill you, you know? You walk outside, a crocodile or an alligator might come and get you. Pretty sure. Oh, they're black bears. At least one mother. And bear cubs. Yeah, maybe that's why they're also a bit more aggressive too, with like mother bear with their cubs. Xbox and PS are more expensive. When they came out. Yeah, I don't. That's the thing. Has there been any like PS5 exclusive games? I don't think I ever really hear anything about it. So I'm like, is it even worth buying a PS5 at this rate? Because I feel like all the games you can buy it on Steam, and then it'll be a better quality in itself. So is it really worth buying a PS5? Which games are gonna be 110 for— I know. That's why when I must really want the game to buy it at that point. I can't reason with myself spending like $110 on a game, especially on a Switch game. So yeah, we might not, but then that gives me an excuse to play through all of my backlog on my Switch 1, because I'm pretty sure I have at least 30 games that are in my backlog that I haven't played yet, because lately there have been games that just came out and I'm like, I want to play these instead. So yeah, maybe that'll give me an excuse. Since I can't buy any new games. Oh, I drank a lot of milk. Now my stomach is killing me. Oh no! Is it because are you a lactose bunny? Why did you drink so much milk? What happened? Hope you're having a great day. I'm having a pretty good day, but yeah, hopefully it's just because you just overdrank too much liquids and not because you're lactose. Because Discord you can't really hear the game and them at the same. But do you really need to hear the game? You know, if you guys are playing the exact same game, do you really need to hear their gameplay? Or whatever? Like, is that necessary? Also, just the auto eject for me is like a big I can be far away and still use my headphones. But can you just use Bluetooth? I feel like the Bluetooth on Switch is pretty good. So I don't know, maybe. Well, the bear killed an old man in his 90s and his dog. Sounds like he might have been feeding them because some broke into his house to. This is why you don't feed wildlife. Yeah, no. This is why sometimes when like I see the news where like tourists will stop their car and get out of their car to like get closer to like wild animals, especially like bears and what is it? Moose? I feel like it's usually bears and moose. Yeah, moose. Mooses. Whatever. That it's like you guys are just asking for it. You know? You guys have to remember that these are still wild animals and you get too close to them, you dead. But who knows? Ah. Yes, I am intolerant. What? Funny, why? Jesus, hello, hello, how are you? Vegito, hello, hello, how are you doing? Oh, crocodiles are swamp puppies. I can just see Palm going into like the swamps is like going up to like a crocodile and trying to like, you know, scratch its chin. Wow. The only PS5 game I was interested in is Helldiver, which I have on PC, and Stellar Blade, which comes out in a couple of weeks on Steam. Okay, well, Stellar Blade, I guess I can see. It does look like a really fun game. And, you know, the main character is really pretty. But yeah, I don't know if it's worth it at that rate. There's only those two. Like, I made you say hello, never stop yapping. I feel like I don't think I have a stop button for yapping. You need an excuse to play your backlog. You could have done that a while ago. Yeah, but then there's always new games coming out that I want to play, you know? And then the backlog is like, it's already back there for so long. It's fine. It can wait another couple of months. Buddy! Oh my god, 19 months. That's a long time. Wait, we have to figure out what to do for the 2-year anniversary for members soon. Ooh. That's gonna take a lot of my brain. I'm always the worst planning, like, you know, celebration things. I'm like, what shall we do? Oh, a lot of games use audio cues. Yeah. Do they? I don't know. Maybe it's just the games I play. It's like, it's fine. Hearing the game and the person is better than just hearing the person, I would say. Really, wouldn't it start getting annoying though? Because then you'll kind of also have like double audio sometimes. I don't know. Like, I guess it never really occurred to me. Because I'm like, it's fine. You know, just chatting, like having your friends chatting with you. In all honesty, I kind of like zone out too when I'm chatting with people. I don't actually notice if there's background noise. So maybe it's just a me thing. The music is really relaxing. That's the thing. I try to make sure that all my background music and stuff isn't too like heavy. Because I feel like it might be like a bit jarring, especially when I'm streaming pretty late at night on Thursdays to have like heavy metal kind of music while we're chatting away. So yeah, I try to pick music that's a little bit more relaxing. Speaking of backlog Steam, hypothesis. Oh my god, I can't speak today. I mean, I'm forcing to buy games again. Steam, Nintendo always sends me like, oh, these games are on sale right now. Do you want to buy it? And I'm like, maybe, maybe not. I seen video of people getting close to, but yeah, that's the thing. You don't go close to anything that is massive. You know, one thing, like, do you think you can like outrun a bison? Outrun a moose? Bears? No. I'm pretty sure they can probably topple over your vehicle. So you're just asking for it. Doing well, hoping my project works before the end of next week. Just the stress. I see. I think you should do fine, Jesus. I have faith in you and your project. If anything, just give your project a good smack and it should work, you know? That usually helps with technology. It should help with your project. If that doesn't work, give it a nice boot kick. Oh, I'm doing really well. How about you, Astra? I'm doing pretty good. I do have like a somewhat sore throat, but hopefully it's just a 2-day thing and not like, guess what, you're getting sick kind of thing. It's only 3 months away and you still haven't figured out what to... That's the thing, I never do. Because then I'm like, what else can we do to make it special? But it's like, I also want to do just chatting because that's how, like, the closest I can get to be very personal than like playing a game and stuff. But then I feel like if I do it just chatting, it's kind of like business as usual, you know? So it's like, I don't know. And then I can do hand cam, but then hand cam feels also kind of lazy in a way. Because then I'll be focusing more of what I'm doing and not like chatting with you guys. I don't know. A lot of things. Lucky, hello. How are you? How's your Thursday going? Hopefully it's been pretty good. Hopefully work hasn't been too crazy for you. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat peanut butter sandwich. Love your streams always, Astra. I want to spend more time in the stream one day. You're legit the only stream I actually watch live. Oh, thank you, but you don't know. Go enjoy your peanut butter sandwich. Thank you for, you know, taking time out of your day to you know, stop by and chat. I really do appreciate it. But speaking about peanut butter, that just reminded me. I bought like this natural, I don't know if it, I think it's natural organic peanut butter, and it freaking sucks. I'm so disappointed in it because right when I opened it, it already kind of separated from the oil and the peanut butter. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is totally fine. I'm like, okay, I'll just mix it up and it should like thicken and it'll be great. And then I mixed it for at least 10 minutes and it's still liquidy and it's just depressing. And it doesn't even taste that good. So I wasted How much was this peanut butter? I think it was almost close to like 10 bucks. And it's such a small container. And it's garbage. So now I'm sad and I have to finish it because I can't waste peanut butter. So every time I eat it, I'm just like sad. I'm so behind in chat. Give me 1 second. Let me quickly like skim through so I'm closer to the bottom. I want to hear heavy metal. Just chatting through one day. I'll surprise you guys with like, you know, heavy metal just screaming in the background. Now win against like a bison? I guess you are built differently. Even elephants run away from me at just a glance. Moose easy? Ah. Now with nanotechnology, a hit will send my particles flying. Darn. I don't know. What is another good, like, smack for nanotechnology without actually smacking it? Can you electrocute it? I guess it doesn't really do anything, you know? You need to physically discipline your project to show who's the boss, and then it'll work, you know? Worst comes to worst, use physical violence on your projects, not on people. I have to specify. Because I feel like it's gonna be taken out of context, and then people in chat are gonna be like, oh my god, Astra is like promoting physical violence against people. I'm like, no, don't. That it is somewhat illegal, so if you do physical violence, you might spend some time in jail or in, like, you know, detention, so don't do it. Zura, hello, how are you? Good morning to you. I saw that a lot of on my last trip to Yellowstone, tourists clogging up the road and gawking and trying to get close to animals. Yeah, and I feel like even in Canada, because if you go up north to like Yellowknife and stuff, we have like a lot of natural, like, what are they called? Like, they're not hot springs because the water in it's like really hot. And then you have stupid tourists deciding, oh yeah, this is like just hot water, and they run into it and they get like 3rd-degree burns because the water is like super like boiling. And I'm just like, you guys are idiots. I'm sorry to say, but you should be lucky that Darwinism isn't taking you out and we have good medical you know, science right now. But yeah, some tourists, they leave their brains at home. Actually, you shouldn't be talking so much with a sore throat. We appreciate you fighting through it to stream though. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like a little bit sore, but it's not to the point where it's like, it's really physically, like, it doesn't physically hurt to talk. Like, I can feel like a little bit itchy, but it's not like to that point. So I should be okay. I'm not gonna be talking a lot tomorrow anyways at work. I'll just be the mute girl at work tomorrow, so it'll be fine. You can always do Mario Kart with chat. Yeah, but I feel like right now, like, Nintendo doesn't have the what is it, the 14-day free online thing right now. So I feel like it kind of prevents a lot of people from playing too. Maybe we can do Tetris, because Tetris is free. Maybe something like that. Fall Guys. I haven't played Fall Guys in forever. I never win, so maybe that's why I never play it anymore. I was wondering if your sister was busy with work. Here in Washington State, everyone decided they wanted to build houses. My work has been actually insane. Went from 0 to 100 in a matter of weeks. So far, I feel like my sister's okay at the moment because I think she does more like, where are they? Custom homes? So right now for custom homes, it's not as bad. I think it's also because for custom homes, they don't really have that many more clients. So they only focus on like a handful of them and then they finish the homes first before they get new ones. I think. I don't know. In all honesty, I have no idea what like how my sister's work is. I don't even bother asking because when she tells me things, I'm like, I am a science major. You talking to me about like, you know, structure of a home goes in one ear, comes out the other. I have no idea. You can tell me that a house is built out of straw and can still stand. I'll be like, yeah, that sounds about right. You know? But yeah, so far I think she's okay. I haven't heard her complain yet. Hmm. You like the ultra processed peanut butter? At this rate, yes, because it tastes good and it's not like liquidy and disgusting. Astra always promotes physical. I have not. I don't ever remember promoting physical violence. I feel like you guys are just misunderstanding what I'm trying to say if you think that I promote it. I mean, you could use electricity for electro deposition, but my particles aren't conductive, so it shouldn't be at least. Okay, then I don't know. Maybe you can. Should I? Yeah, okay. Maybe for your project, as in your nanotechnology, you can verbally assault it. Do not verbally assault a human being, but you can do that to your project. You know, you gotta show it who's boss. But you're always been doing that? What do you mean? Promoting violence? I have never. Oh. The sign says it's only 70 Celsius and Americans think 70 so maybe at that rate, you know, conversion is confusing. Taurus and idiots is an oxymoron. Switch 2 apparently will have free online for first year or so. That's what I heard too. So then people can test out like the, what is it, the stupid camera thing and like the chatting. The camera is just so stupid. It's like the quality of that is like the worst. I don't know why anyone wants it, but you know, you do you, I guess. Tetris, I can't do Tetris. It's not my Xbox. Hey, it's an online Tetris. It's not, I don't think it's called Tetris because, you know, for legal reasons. But yeah, I haven't played that in a while too. There's like a lot of things I haven't been playing a lot of. Like Poker Chase, I haven't been playing Poker Chase. Because I never got any of like the cool characters and I just gave up. And then playing with real people is scary, so I always played with bots. Oh yeah, we went from not knowing we can pay all the bills of the company to needing to hire way more people. Oh, it's literally happening in 2 weeks. Oh, that's interesting. But I also feel like I feel like housing in general, maybe it depends on each like state. Because I know that some places in the US, like housing is really bad right now to be able to afford building. Like even in Canada, lately there's been issues with like people affording to buy a house or to build a house. So yeah, but that's nice though. Nice in a sense that you don't have to worry, like your company doesn't have to worry about paying bills. But then not as nice because then that means you're overworking yourself. But hopefully there'll be a breather in between so you're not like super stressed and super overworked. Oh, I forgot to mention 70 Fahrenheit is okay. Yeah, I guess so. If you think it's like 70 Fahrenheit, it's like, yeah, this is fine. But still, do you why would you even want to? But that's the thing though. You see steaming water, you know that the water is going to be at least boiling point. What makes you think that it's a good idea to run into it? You know? It's like you see steam. Well, I guess you can see steam in like a hot bath. But then like the steam at these tourist spots are like thick steam. So then it's like, yeah, no. Brain, does your brain not understand? I guess not. Astra only verbally abuses children because she doesn't view them as you. No. I have not verbally abused any real life person. I may have verbally abused, like, you know, game characters because they deserved it, because they're being rude and insensitive. But I have never done that in real life. All right. Seeing my friends in the Switch game chat actually sounds like the funniest thing ever, though. I guess to, you know, test it out for like, you know, for fun. But I feel like it'll start getting kind of annoying if like you have to use that all the time. I kind of like the camera. My cousin is really. I feel like, but the camera is so like the quality of it is just like. It's like early like webcam quality. So I'm like, I don't know. Akta, hello, how are you doing? How are you? Hopefully you're having a wonderful Thursday. I'm pretty sure you can use the USB camera for Switch 2. Oh, so you can use your own USB camera? That would be nice, but I also feel like, you know, Nintendo won't give you that option. Nintendo will be like, no, you want to use a webcam? You gotta buy a really crappy one. You know? But who knows? Maybe they're being a little bit nice for like the first year, and then they'll patch it, and then it's like, yeah, no, you gotta use our camera now. Insist on using Facebook video call when we play Mario Party, so the camera sounds better. The camera sounds better than that, at least. Out of everything, Facebook, huh? I forgot that Facebook has a video call. Maybe because I forgot Facebook was a thing. The thing is, like, my sister refuses to call me on the what is it, the network calls. She insists to call me on like WhatsApp call, and the calling quality on that is like garbage. I'm like, why don't you just call me like a normal person? Like half the time she gets cut off, or like, you know, WhatsApp decides to hang up, and then she proceeds to recall me on WhatsApp. I'm like, why? Why must you do this to me? But yeah, maybe. Who knows? Oh, okay. Washington is super expensive. I'm on the good terms with HR, so she'll back me up if it gets too much. That's good though. At least you have someone to back you up. Because I feel like sometimes HR is like, they're kind of iffy. They're more of like, no, like the company needs to make more money, so you gotta still work. But I'm glad that you have someone in HR to watch your back. But yeah, no, Washington, I guess it would be pretty expensive. I feel like, yeah, the cost of living in Washington is probably pretty expensive. Not really sure. I've never been. American Dream for Hot Springs. A pain in agony. Personally, I'm a real life person, and I've been verbally threatened, but no. I don't remember verbally threatening you. I think you're misremembering, Jesus. I don't ever remember specifically saying that. I may have hypothetical questions, but I didn't, you know, insinuate anything. You must have misread. You misunderstood what I was trying to say. He said you look like a PNG to me. Yeah, you know? What's wrong with your sister? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I tell her all the time, it's like, can you just call me normally? And she's like, oh yeah, I will. And she proceeds to use WhatsApp. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Bubbles, hello, hello, how are you? How are you doing? How's your Thursday going? But yeah, no, and also my second sister is also really into Instagram, so she's been also sending like a whole bunch of like Instagram like videos to me, and it's funny because I don't have Instagram, so every time I try to open it, it's like sign into Instagram to watch this. I'm like, yeah, no, not happening. And then I just wait until one of my other sisters come home and like, give me your phone. Let me see this video. I don't know. My second sister is really into Instagram. And yeah, she sends the stupidest things. I'm like, okay, whatever. WhatsApp, she's old school. I feel like, I don't know, we use WhatsApp a lot for like a lot of group chats because I don't have an iPhone. So like, because I think iPhone has like a group messaging thing, right? So it doesn't work because I'm the odd one out that doesn't have it. So we use WhatsApp for all of our like family messaging things. So that's usually how it is. On the classic Astra move, gaslighting and gatekeeping, but no girl boss. Shh. You just have to wait. I'm gatekeeping my girl boss, okay? You can't just see it. I can't just like reveal it. You're making stuff up. Yeah. I remember the time Asher reminded me that I was but a mouse and would be easy to crush. I don't remember ever saying that, Eyes. I feel like you're slandering me now. And at the same time, you know that I do not like mice or rats. So you're telling me that I would ever say I'll crush you is impossible. I would run away is what it is. Lily, hello, hello, how are you? How are you doing? You simply can't just demand it happens. Instagram collects your info. Not my problem. They ain't collecting my info, so you do you. You want to collect all the info of my siblings? That's fine. They made their beds. They sleep in it. I'm just here. But hey, the clip of her wanting to run me over with a car is... No. I never said it was me. You just put yourself in that position saying that I'm driving the car. I never physically said that I'm driving this car. Alright, you're misremembering things. Alright? It was never me. Kinda drunk chat. Oh no, Bubbles. Hopefully you are drinking in you're not over drinking. You're taking care of yourself. No WeChat. No, we don't really use WeChat. The disrespect. Yeah, no. I feel like my dad uses it, but then the thing is I never message my dad. I feel like I always just send him like voicemail. Like was it voice recordings? Because if I like message him in English, sometimes it's hard for him to read it. So I just either just physically call him or I like voice record and send it to him. And then he doesn't answer me. I'm like, okay, I see that you read it. So that's all that matters, I guess, in the end. As an Astra fan who managed to escape for a year, I can confirm she kidnapped you again. Quack Dog, why are you saying this? I have not done that. Why? Why you come in after a while and slander me like that. How dare you? But I'm glad you were able to join. It's been a while. I'm glad that you're doing well. No, you definitely said that. I I said that I dislike them. Doesn't mean that I would physically harm them. All right? We have there has to be a fine line between, you know, dislike and like burning rage and hate to the point of destruction, which is not me. Sure, Astra, you're hiding your girl boss. I'll try to believe you. You take that emote and you can shove it. How dare you? Oh, that was about you girl bossing side. Oh, yeah. You guys can't just demand it and I'll give it to you guys. No. It you know what happens? It's paywalled. You gotta subscribe to the membership that is, what is it, $79.99, and maybe you'll see it. You know? I gotta paywall that. Gaslight and victim blaming. Impressive. No. You are projecting, not me. You got it's all you. I think she said she wanted to run over her coworker. I did. Okay, this is getting unhinged. I don't ever remember saying anything. I don't hate any of my coworkers to the point I want to do that. All right? I feel like this is slander now. Oh, just kidding. Okay, I'm pretty sure I didn't say that. I don't think I have anyone at work that I like despise to that point. Victim blaming, classic narcissist, psychopath strategy. I don't even think I mean, what part of me do you think is narcissistic? That's the thing. That's just wild. If you ever think that I'm narcissistic, I'm like the total opposite of that. Oh, and I'm also not a psychopath. I should also specify that, because then someone's gonna be like, oh my gosh, she like, you know, she's defending herself against narcissism, but she's not defending herself against being a psychopath. Okay, so I have to specify these things. Can come every before, because you cannot. No, kidnapping not my thing. All right. That's too much work. You know me, I do the bare minimum. Do you think I have the energy and the mental capacity to plot out a kidnapping and keep someone for that long and feed them and make sure that they don't, like, you know, unalive? No. That's too much responsibility for me. All right? The only reason Astra hasn't done anything is the fact that I am not a child from elderly. Wow. Shifting the blame to no. I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, did you pause? No. I don't know what you're talking about. I did not pause. You're just hearing things. It's just the way I speak, you know? Sometimes I just be really slow with some sentences is what it is. We're unhinged. Welcome to a typical Astra stream, where we talk about normal things and all of a sudden there's a switch that flips and then we go off topic into some very questionable topics. Me when I girl boss, I threatened. I have not threatened anyone, hush. To be fair, you shouldn't be standing in front of— yeah, at the same time, why are you just standing like a deer in headlights? You know, obviously your fight or flight response is not the greatest. You know, Darwin is still a thing. Don't forget. We may have really good medical science and technology, but sometimes Darwinism wins. Remember. That explains why she likes crime documentaries. She's planning something. Just like I have like a secret notebook under my pillow every night when I'm just laying in bed and my brain decides, you know what, this would be a good like plan or situation. I just jot it down as like my crime journal. I do not have a crime journal. Let's be honest, I physically hate writing things down, so that would never happen. Yeah, I'm not a journaling kind of person, so even if I do have any of these thoughts, they'll be kept in my thoughts. What the F did I come back to? Lucky, welcome back. I don't know. It has derailed. We are talking about who knows what now. She just keeps lying. No. I feel like you're misremembering. Jesus, you might need to seek medical help. Have you taken a MRI of your brain lately? There might be an issue with your memory. Some part of your brain might have issues memorizing things now. You might need to seek professional help. I feel like the slander is part of an issue with your memory. Astra, wanting to run over your coworkers is not. I have never said I wanted to run over a coworker. I feel like I'm being slandered here. You know, I don't think I have ever said I wanted to run over someone. I think there was where I was saying situation wise, but I never inputted myself in it, you know? She's still victim blaming me because she was to run me over. I don't know what you're talking about. And definitely, if anything happens, it's definitely not me, you know? It might be you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Me when I deny the allegations by saying nah, and then move to the next allegation. Just sweep it under the rug. Nah. Oh, next. She's calling you crazy. No, I'm being a very supportive individual concerned about your health. You know, the situations where your memory is going, it could mean very diabolical things. You know, maybe you have a concussion. Maybe you have a tumor in your brain. Maybe it's like a genetic thing. You know, I'm looking out for you in the end of the day. Because, you know, the human body is a crazy thing. Anything can happen. I'm making sure that you're well taken care of. Is what it is. You might need to seek medical help after using foreshadowing to warn Jesus what she's about to do. I don't know, you did say you don't like some of your coworkers and have thought about hitting them with your soccer ball car. I don't know. I feel like everybody in chat is misremembering. I know I say that I have a memory of a goldfish, but I feel like chat is also kind of like also has a memory of a goldfish of some sort, or maybe you guys have a deja vu or something, because I don't remember saying something to do with my coworker and a unfortunate event with them. So I don't know. I feel like you guys are misremembering as well. The wrong place being Canada, and the wrong time being when Astra's there with her car. He's saying no. I'm just saying there could be situations. Raccoon, hello, how are you? I read yap, I click. Hello, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. It's okay, Jesus. Take the meds. They'll help. Yeah. You need it. It's a you thing, not a me thing. He's trying to cast all-knowing illness on me. Yeah, I'm as good as WebMD. You know, you got some like, you know, pains. You tell me, and then I can give you the diagnosis. Which then you should also seek medical help. You know, don't just trust the anime girl on the internet for your, you know, health issues. But you know, I can give you my predictions, and then you can go to a medical professional and tell them that a anime girl online said that I may have a tumor and I only have 5 hours to live, you know? And then your doctor will just give you the crazy eyes and be like, you do have some issues. Let me send you to the psychiatric center for more analysis. We're going memory per memory. I don't get to join many streams, but all this does sound like something she would say. Zula, you can't say that. You're supposed to be on my side, you know? You'll be like, no, Astra, she's such a kind individual. She will never say anything like that. She may have like situations where she talks about crime documentary, but not Astra, not this anime girl, you know? You're supposed to defend me. You can't just say, yeah, that sounds just about right. That sounds like her. No. What if someone new comes in and they hear this and it's like, whoa, this girl is cray-cray. There's either two options for that person that they come in. They'll be like, oh, this girl is cray-cray, I'm gonna exit it. Or they'll be like, oh, this girl is cray-cray, I can fix her. No, we don't want that type of person. It's because she does. Not gonna lie, we probably all have some form of memory decay at this point. Yeah, in all honesty, I feel like with like technology now, especially everybody's so like stuck to their phone. I feel like everybody does have a slight memory issue. Oh, why would Zula lie so boldly for you though? It's not a lie. It's just facts, you know? I feel like some of you guys are a bit maybe I shouldn't say that. Some of you guys are just kind of delulu and you think of me this way and I don't know what you're talking about. I thought that's what the new people come for. I don't know. Sometimes new people, it depends. Do I want the ones that be like, I can fix her? I don't know. They get a bit too questionable. I wish she was a kind individual, but that's far from the truth. Wow. Plum, how dare you? What do you mean? What do you mean I'm not a kind individual? When have I been not kind? I feel like this slander is like, wow, I see how it is. I see how you guys view me now. After 3 years, this is how you see me as. To be frank, if they pick you as cray cray off the bat, then they're just, just really smart. I say I'm not crazy. Everyone else is. Hey. But what if everyone else is cray cray and you're the only normal one? You know? It's like situations where you go to like a I want to say this. That might also be pretty mean. Maybe I shouldn't say it. Never mind. Disregard what I was gonna say. But yeah. I should try not to project on viewers. Challenge impossible. Astra understanding of kindness is about as broken as her last victim's bones. I don't know. It's funny how like we always get to the topic where I'm like breaking bones or like, you know, causing physical violence to someone, but then I'm always telling you guys I have like noodle arms and, you know, running up a flight of stairs makes me out of breath. I'm like surprised you would even think that I'm capable of like breaking bones. I'm probably capable of breaking my own bones by accidentally like tripping on something. But like actually doing that to someone, I don't know. Sometimes you have too much of a high expectations of my capacity for things. For anyone new, there's no fixing her. Astra gaslight Hono 3-year anniversary and the mask falls off. Yeah. You know, it gets to after 3 years, I'm just like, you know what? F it. This is the real me. Technically, she can be fixed, but that's a challenge. She can break a chocolate bar. Yeah. You know, that's all I can break. Asher once had a delinquent arc. But she's the noodle arm arc now. Training arc next, maybe. Maybe in 3 years from now, it'll be training arc, you know? Your arms may be noodles. The car ain't. And that's what you threaten me with? No. I don't remember threatening you with my vehicle. I feel like you are projecting. Maybe you are trying to threaten someone with your vehicle. You know? And then you're like, well, I can't say this for legal reasons, so I will project it onto Astra. Because, you know, if I'm not doing it, then it's fine. 21 new runaway. Like and subscribe first. So she'll spare you and then run away. Wow. I see how it is. Don't worry. You'll come back. Because you'll figure out that why am I running away from this anime girl? She ain't gonna do nothing to me. I like how we went on a tangent and we spent probably the last 45 minutes talking about, you know, these things. I like how it was very wholesome talking about video games and like the switch to, you know, vehicles and like bodily harm. No clue how it started, me either. But then I think that's the fun of it all, because like just chatting becomes like unhinged and then goes back to like wholesome again and then goes to unhinged again. 3-year wait for the training arc. She needs a nemesis to motivate her. A horror stream. Oh, you just gotta wait. October's coming up. Now looking forward to playing Poppy chapter 4. It just stares at me all the time when I'm like looking at my Steam library. I'm just like, you. I'm now looking forward to you in a couple of months. In other news, I killed a dragon and got a supreme quality flame saber. It's high quality. Its high quality means it has additional effects or bonuses and gives plus 10% water damage. Very cool game. It sounds like a really cool game. Yeah, I'm tempted to buy it, but I gotta wait. I gotta wait to see actual gameplay before I throw $80 at Nintendo so I can buy it. Astra's training arc would be the last. I'll die. Wow, you're already writing me off? I see how it is. Or should we run over everyone else? Just the last person standing. I remember was Big Sis 2 sending you something on Instagram, then bam, Jesus gets hit with a car. Yeah, I actually don't know how it like changed into talking about cars. I feel like the Instagram situation was like really quick, like probably like a minute, and then it's like, yeah, remember that time about you supposedly saying this about Jesus? I'm like, when was that? And this is why these streams are fun. Topics are very diverse. We're not writing you off, Hono. The book writes itself, or Poppy. Yeah. I do have to find other games though. For October. Let me see what games I have right now that we haven't played. Let's see, scary games. Oh, we can try to play Observation again. Observation was painful. Oh, is Little Nightmare 3 coming out anytime soon? Probably, right? Little Nightmares 3. When is it coming out? Probably it's coming out sometime this year, isn't it? Yeah, apparently it's coming sometime this year, but not they don't actually have a date yet. So maybe it'll come out by the time October comes, and then we can play that. What else do I have? Yeah, so far I think we only have 2 games, maybe 3 at the moment for October, so we still need a couple more. If you guys have any suggestions, you can put it in to the Discord, and then maybe closer to October, so then I will remember it, and then I'll look into it and see if I can actually play it, and I'm not gonna actually die of a heart attack because they're too scary. But no lie though. You did say you would hit a coworker with your car. I feel like I wouldn't have said that though. I'm like, do I really have anyone that I really hate? Or did I just like, you know, I hated them for a bit and then I just literally got over it? So I'm like, I feel like that's a bit too aggressive. To actually put like a physical person that I know in that situation and then put myself in that situation, because if anything did happen to them and, you know, the police have seen this stream, hopefully they don't know who I am, but you know, I might be suspect number 1, you know. For legal reasons, I guess I have to say that you are misremembering. In case it was actually said. Astra, who do you think is responsible for facilitating a culture where chat continuously stack allegations upon you? I don't know. Definitely not me. I feel like you guys just decided you wanted to do this. I have never once said anything to insinuate that you guys should do this. Made a little nightmare we had or the gaslighting Hono made all along. My mom has a story of running a coworker off the road. She must have really not liked this coworker. Or maybe it's more of like the coworker was driving erratically and she wanted to, you know, prevent them from causing a accident. You know, maybe your mom was trying to be a good Samaritan to make sure that they don't actually run anyone over. You were ranting about work and as a joke someone said you should hit the— oh, maybe that wasn't— see, but then that's the thing, I was never the one who insinuated it then, because then that means it was chat who did it. And then do we need to question why chat is saying these things? And then you guys misremember it and think that I said it. I feel like I am the victim in this situation, you know? And it's like I'm like, you know, I might be the face of this, but I was not the one who insinuated anything. I feel like I'm being slandered here. And you thought about— no. That's the thing. I feel like chat was the one who insinuated it. I never started it. Wake up, chat. New Hono allegations just dropped. a Google Docie? Okay, well, if you're gonna write a Google Docie, make sure that it's the longest one yet, okay? We can't just have a 1-page one. We gotta at least have like a 50-page one, alright? Gotta make sure you get all like the juicy details if ever a Google Docie comes out. You know? Is your mom secretly Astra? Honestly, if your coworker gets hit by a car, dies, and the cops suspect you, then find the stream. You probably should just accept your fate and go to jail. Wow, it's just like, all right, even if I didn't do it, I have all these proof against me. I guess I should just, you know, take it. I don't think I'll survive in jail. I think after a day, I'll be like, please, officer, I didn't do anything. Have you seen my driving? No, it can't be me. I don't have any tickets. You must have the wrong anime girl, and definitely not me. It was something like she always endangered people when the road switches to one lane or something. Oh. But that's the thing though, because like in where I am, depending on like the time of day, the lanes to a certain road, they switch it depending on like traffic. So sometimes it is kind of confusing to like make sure you're in the right lane. But that's also really scary though. Ooh. Chat is the council. Therefore council forfeits being slandered. Therefore Hono takes place. Wow. I'm just the scapegoat at that rate. I see how it is. I forget this game has mounts. I just got the one of the rare drops from I know that there's a lizard one. I seen that in like trailers. But that's nice to have other ones. Hopefully they're cute. Hopefully they have cute mounts. Cause I'm not riding on a ugly thing. I need a whole team of cute things. But there is someone in your job that you definitely don't like. I guess. I think it gets to a point where I just pretend that they don't exist. So I'm like, lately I have been okay. So maybe I just, you know, I just gave up and just like, you know, head empty, don't think about it, and you won't get angry. Unless did someone like leave in the past couple of months? There's been a couple of people who left. Who knows? Maybe I don't even work with them anymore. Cause I'm like, has anyone really pissed me off that much? I don't think so. According to my dad, it was because she hit on him at the office party. I can't mention this day she gets mad. Oh, I see. The Astra was just a front for her to run her own to run her own Squid Game / Saw with her coworkers. Is it really scapegoat if you are guilty? No. I've not been tried for anything. I feel like having you hurt innocent until proven guilty. I feel like right now it's being guilty until proven innocent. I feel like this legal system we have going on right now is not fair whatsoever. All right, I feel like I'm being put up. I feel like I'm being slandered. I feel like I'm being set up. This is not it. They're gone because you hit them. No. You know, they may have like, you know, suddenly disappeared. They didn't actually. I have to specify they didn't actually disappear. But yeah, no, they're fine. Yeah, the sheep mount is pretty dang cute. I got distracted running around. Okay. Now I'm looking forward to the different mounts now, if I ever get the game. Hono dealt with so many coworkers that she can't even recall their name anymore. She lost count. Also, that's America. You live in a inferior country skeleton shoe. Wow. I don't know at the moment. I feel like Canada is pretty safe compared to other places right now that are burning. You know, politically and whatnot. I feel like my little, you know, safe Canadian bubble is pretty good. But no, just in general, I feel like the whole world is just like chaotic right now in general. Nowhere is safe. Not even the penguins near Antarctica getting like tariffs because, you know, just because they can. Burning literally or figuratively? A little bit of both. I think some parts of Canada are burning up right now with forest fires. Definitely not close to me, so it's not as bad, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think parts of Manitoba right now are burning. But who knows? It's just the start of like summer season, so there might be more fires popping up. The criminal doesn't like the justice system. Fork found it. Wait, never mind. Good opportunity for a tan. I don't know. I don't. Okay, not gonna lie though. For the past 3 weeks, where I am, it's been rainy, so I haven't really seen the sun in the past 3 weeks. So I'm hoping this weekend's gonna be better. The weather says that it is, so maybe I'll actually see the sun. Maybe go out for like 10 minutes and then come back in and never go out again for the rest of the day. But who knows? Imagine straight face facing naming the province Manitoba while what? They are burning up right now. You know, it's one of the forgotten places in Canada. Anywhere in like the center of Canada. People are like, oh yeah, they do exist, kind of thing. It is what it is. Even if there is sun, you'll stay inside. You don't need a tan. No, I'll probably go out for 10 minutes and then I'll be like, yeah, I'm sick of this. And I'll go back inside. You know, I'll be like, yeah, this is enough sun. I'm sick of it. I'm too warm. You know, the sun is burning me. I'm gonna go inside. And then that is all I need is 10 minutes of sun. And then I'll make up for the 3 weeks of no sun. Oh, Manitoba is a serious name. Unserious. Yeah. But yeah. Apparently right now, I've been getting a lot of like ads in general for like, you know, tourism in Canada. Because everybody's like, yeah, we should, you know, be more Canadian, support Canadian businesses. And like, you know, travel around Canada. And I'm like, but traveling around Canada is expensive compared to everything else. Like just flying to the east side of Canada is like expensive, and then trying to get a hotel is even more expensive. I'd rather, you know, travel somewhere internationally at that point with how much money is being spent. This shows how Canadian I am. Like my patriotism to Canada is like, but money. But I can go to Asia for the same price. And, you know, the food would be better. Not saying Canadian food isn't good, but, you know, I can have, you know, Japanese food, authentic Japanese food, or like Korean and stuff, and spend less money. You like vitamin D? Probably. I do take like multivitamins, but who knows how much it's actually doing. Besides the fact that sometimes I forget to take them, but that's more of like a me problem. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot to take this today. That's a tomorrow thing. I'll take some tomorrow. And then proceed to forget again. It's fine. What are you waiting for? Go to Japan already? Well, that's the thing. I was also reading that Japan is expecting a really large earthquake sometime this year. So I don't want to go this year just because they're expecting a really big earthquake. I'm like, as a foreigner who does not speak Japanese, if that happens, where am I gonna go? Like all of like the sirens are gonna be blaring Japanese, being like, please take shelter at one of the you know, earthquake prevention, you know, shelter zones in this area, and me as a stupid foreigner be like, where to? Why is everybody like, you know, going in this direction? I'm gonna go to the convenience store to buy some, I don't know, onigiris and eat it, you know? So yeah, it might be a next year thing though. I think me and my family's planning to go somewhere in Asia next year. So that'll be fun. Tariffs are harming supply chains. Worsening the price of goods. Conflict between nations are escalating, and Astra is running over people with a car. Could things get any worse? Wow. You see, I'm like reading this like, yeah, very political, yes. I understand all that, and all of a sudden at the end you throw a curveball. I'm like, uh, but you always wanted an earthquake poster. This is what you wanted to be. Okay, that's the thing. I did say that I want to experience an earthquake, but not one that's gonna be the biggest one that can probably topple buildings. You know, I was thinking of maybe like, actually, how does the earthquake meter work? Is a smaller number a less earthquake? Yeah, right. So I was thinking maybe like a 2 or a 3. You get some, you know, shaking of buildings, and my, you know, my balance, my center of gravity is kind of disturbed, but not like a full-blown like 8 point whatever or a 9, because that is when tsunamis happen and I can't swim and buildings fall apart. No. That is too much for me to experience. At that rate, it's just like, no. Too much. That's a good old Hono we know. Astra just learns how to fly to you. And you'll avoid earthquakes. Yeah, let me just like, yo, take a weekend to learn how to fly, and then we good. Who needs border security and stuff? I can just fly myself to wherever I want. Who cares about, like, what is it, air traffic? I'll just like fly myself, and hopefully, you know, no one decides to, like, you know, radio call someone for missiles or an unknown flying object in the sky. That's how my great-grandfather survived the San Francisco earthquake in 1906. See, that's kind of crazy though, because I think I'm just a little bit naive, because where I live there's really no natural disasters at that magnitude. Like, sometimes we have flooding, but it's not to the point where it's like your house is like being swept away kind of thing. But maybe that's why I'm so naive, and it's like, yeah, I want to kind of experience this, but also not understanding like the actual severity of it, I guess. Like, I know how severe it could be for like big earthquakes, but I'm like, you know, it hasn't really hit me kind of thing. Astra's main problem with the tariffs is that they increase the cost of replacing parts for a car bumper and hood. I wonder why those parts specifically. I don't know what you're talking about. What if I decided that I just wanted a more heavy duty bumper and hood, or I wanted a different color? I don't know. I don't know much about cars. I don't know how easy it is to just change the color of your hood. Sorry, I'm just drinking water. Okay, never mind. I ran out of water. It is fine. Oh, off to bed. Y'all have a good one. Yeah, thank you for dropping by, Zula. Have a wonderful good night and amazing Friday and weekend. Oh, and if you do have a long weekend, then a happy long weekend. Okay, in all honesty, speaking of long weekend, I literally thought that everybody had this Monday off, because I'm like, oh, Canada has it off, and I remember we were talking about, yeah, you know, the US also has like a long weekend sometime in May. I'm like, oh, you guys must have it at the same time as me. And then, you know, I'm like, I think I was like, what was I doing? Oh, I think I was in like a Discord message thing with like Nothing Babs and Lily, and then I was just responding to something, and then I think Nothing's like, oh yeah, I forgot that you have a long weekend this week. I'm like, wait, you guys not have long weekend? And then I had to Google it, and it's like, yeah, no, the US has it this upcoming week, so the upcoming Monday is your long weekend. I'm like, ah, that makes sense. So I'm like, what? I was so lost for like a good like 30 seconds. I'm like, I was so confused. I'm like, what do you mean? Do you not have it today off? Uh, um, I guess those occasional flooding really likes to break the bumper and hood of Astra. Yeah, you know, the freak accident where like, you know, the water just decides to carry a rock and just totally bash in my hood of my car. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that these floods were that crazy? um, but yeah. Definitely this long weekend was not enough. I feel like this week is going by pretty slow in general too. I'm like, when is it the weekend? I just want to lay around and not do anything, you know? Be a couch potato. And, you know, procrastinate on things that I should do. Which is a lot of things. I'm like, do I want to do this today? Nah. It's like, do I want to, you know, skim through my VODs to find shorts? I should do it, but am I going to? Nah. Or, work on the emotes. I haven't touched the emotes. I lied again. I lied saying, yeah, I'll work on it. And it's still the same. I haven't touched it. I feel like one day I just have to sit down and be like, okay, today you are gonna do all these things now, because if you don't, they're never gonna be done. So yeah, like I also want to work on like another animation thing too. I haven't thought of what to animate yet, but I feel like we should probably do another one. Maybe I'll do an animated outro, but I really like my outro right now. It's just so simple and nice. I'm like, do I want to think of a new outro? What would we even do for an outro? Questions. Who knows? But yeah. I have like all these things that I'm like, oh, I should do this, I should do that. And when it gets to the point where I have a little bit of free time, I don't do it. Because I'm like, I just want to lay here and not do anything. Struggle. The struggle is real. What else do I want to talk about? Is there... Did I learn anything new recently? Not really. That's exciting. Because I think recently I had an interesting conversation with mom. Who was it? My third sister, I think? I think we were talking about like Bigfoot for some random reason. So that was interesting. I think, it's because we were driving somewhere and then someone had like a Bigfoot sticker on the back of their car. It was something stupid like what was it, like I believe in Bigfoot or something in that sense, where like, yeah, Bigfoot is real. And then my sister's like, do people actually believe that? I'm like, yeah. Like, people legitimately think that Bigfoot is a real thing and he's just hiding in the forest. And you just don't see him because he's really good at being stealthy. Or like, you know, the government is hiding him from people. You know, it's like a government conspiracy. I think we ended up just chatting about other conspiracy things while we were driving somewhere. That was an interesting conversation. Yeah, because my sister doesn't really think about much of these things, or like just like, you know, the conspiracy theory stuff. So when she sees things like that, she always asks me, because I know a little bit about it, because, you know, YouTube and just the interest in like mystery stuff. I like tell her things and she's like, do people really think that? I'm like, yeah, some people are just cray in their own sense. And they think, you know, the planes that fly by and they leave the little trails afterward is like the government sending out like, what is it? Mind controlling like mist in the air, trying to control the population and whatnots. But yeah, funny conversations with her. Just draw yourself reading chat for the outro. That's what you're doing during and after it. At that rate, maybe I should just record my model, just like looking at chat the whole time and just like, you know, nodding. Can I nod in this model? Can't. Never mind. Or me just looking at chat the whole time. Yeah, they found Bigfoot after you ran him over. Just like this unidentified giant like specimen on the side of the road. Like what could have happened? Who is this? You mean to tell me Bigfoot isn't real? I don't know. Do you think he's real? Have you ever seen his footprint? Do you think that the Yeti is real? I don't like the way you're explaining this. You make it sound like I'm dumb because I know he's real. You know what? To each their own. You know, maybe he is real. And maybe the government is hiding him from, you know, everybody. It's the same with like, you know, the aliens apparently. The government is hiding aliens from us. Which in that sense, maybe? Like, I don't know about aliens. I feel like aliens, there could be a thing. Because the universe is so big. We can't be the only quote-unquote intelligent individuals in the world. And then I put it in quotation because like I question the intelligence of some humans. But you know, we can't be the only one. Even with like just like random, you know, randomly, you know, mammals and things that, you know, pop up in the world, like life forms. We can't be the only quote-unquote smart ones. So maybe aliens do exist. Do I think that they're living among us? Probably not, because they're probably thinking these people are stupid. Why do I want to live, you know, why do I want to live in the society that they're in at that point? You know? Among us? Yeah. Like, why would I want to live among them? They're so stupid. You know? But who knows? I don't believe in Bigfoot, but it's funny you say yes. You know what? It could be a thing. I only remember. It's also because like when I was going to university, one of my classmates, the place that she was renting, her landlord was like an avid like, what is it? Bigfoot. What are they called? Bigfoot hunter? I guess that's what they're called. I don't know. There's a specific word for it. But she was telling me how like he would go to the woods every weekend to go hunt for Bigfoot. And he would have like all these like documentaries and stuff like saved on his TV, whatever it's called, where you record TV episodes. So he would also have that all like done. So yeah, apparently there are people like that. So I don't know. And the thing is, he wasn't that old too. I feel like he was probably in his like mid 30s, early 40s. He didn't look that old, you know. He didn't look like a grandpa looking for Bigfoot. Oh, I don't know. This is how I know you know nothing, because clearly, he's just the he's just the best hide and seek player. He's really good at being incognito, you know. He just is good at having a camo kind of like outfit. So he's like good. I see, I see. To be fair, everyone believes in some conspiracy. Some believe in Bigfoot exists. Others, like me, believe that everything will be alright. There's a dude his face a yap. Yeah, no, but then like some conspiracy things do make sense, and then other ones are just like literally like I question humanity. No, some of the things that people say, it's like, I don't know if like I question the education system at that point for some conspiracies, because some of them are very not being mean but very stupid is what it is. Especially ones that have to relate to like environmental stuff. Don't get me started, because if I get started and I have to like step on my soapbox and like tell you how much I despise the flat earthers and you know, anti-vaxxers and stuff. But you know, that's a me issue with these people. Bigfoot existence is being gatekept in the same way that your girl boss side is. I see. I see. Only the special few that have like enlightenment can be can know of the existence of Bigfoot. I gotcha. They actually have like a Bigfoot community somewhere that like the government is protecting them as like almost like a extinct species. I see how it is. Oh my god, just thinking about that, like there's like a random place in like a forest in the middle of nowhere where it's like almost like Area 51 where they have like armed guards on the outside just protecting it to make sure, you know, no one gets in and sees the Bigfoots. There's like a thriving community of Bigfoots. That'll be interesting. Hunting Bigfoot is crazy hobby to have. I would personally try to learn learn the language. Try to learn a language. I know. That's the thing. Like apparently he was very adamant. Like it got to a point where my classmate was like low-key kind of concerned. She's like, I don't know if I should be still living here, because it was kind of like more of like he rented out like a like a extension of his house. Like there's like outside a separate building that she lived in, so she wasn't in the main building where he lived, but then yeah, it's like she was like close proximity to him, and she's like, I don't know if I should be living here. Like I feel somewhat unsafe with his unhingedness. I'm like, yeah, maybe not. Kind of thing. It's just like, it's just Astra. What do you mean? Oh, I mean, yeah, that's being false, but Astra, why do you believe in Bigfoot? Is it? That's kind of weird. I never said I did. How dare you? I swear I'm being gaslit here. Do they become big feet if they're in a group? Oh, maybe. Bigfoot is an individual, like kind of like a lone wolf kind of thing. But if they're in a community, they're called big feets. Big feet. Wow. Maybe we should consult a avid what is it? A Bigfoot scientist. Ask them. It's like, so if you find more than one of them, will they be considered you know, is there like a pearl noun for them, or are they gonna be still the same? uh but yeah, conspiracy keeps, I guess it keeps people, you know, interested in random things. uh Bigfooted. But that's the thing, would you call like a newborn Bigfoot the same thing, or would they have a different naming system? You know how like for certain animals, it's like when they're still a baby, they have a different name, or would they be just the same? Little foot. And then a community of them would be little feet. Oh my god. Wow. Maybe. Why are you implying they don't want to find more than one big footsies? I was thinking about that. Are the young ones regular foot? Yeah, that's the thing. And then that's the thing, like for the baby, for the little feet, like would they be really tiny, or would they, you know, come out pretty big? You know how for like, what is it, like elephants and stuff, they come out pretty small compared to their parents and they just grow up massive? Or would they just come out straight like a huge one, like a huge infant? You know, questions. Why would their community be just why would there be a community of just babies? I don't know the structure of like the Bigfoot community. Like, I don't know if they raise their young. What if they just leave them to, you know, survive by themselves, like turtles and other creatures in the world, where they just, you know, give birth and it's like you're on your own. My responsibilities as a parent is done. I gave birth to you. You know, I you know, birthed you into this world. You are on your own. You know, we don't know the structure of like their system. Pearl of goose is geese. The pearl of moose is obviously meese. I know, right? The English language is so fascinating. What if Astra is a Bigfoot and she's hiding in plain sight? I would be a disappointment because, you know, big feet, you would assume that they have giant feet and they'll be ginormous. Obviously, I must be a defective Bigfoot. I have a genetic mutation where I'm just look like a normal human. This is why I got kicked out of the Bigfoot community, because I was not like the others. Sasquatch would definitely raise their young. Virtually all mammals do to some extent. How do we know that they're mammals? You know, we don't know that. What if they're like lizards and they actually, you know, lay eggs? We don't know. That's like a wild assumption. Just like thinking about like just finding a random massive egg in the woods. Then again, Astra doesn't have feet or legs. Yeah, that's why. This is why I got rejected by the Bigfoot community. Have you ever thought about that? It's in their name and I don't even have it? Nah. If we also assume that Sasquatch is intelligent, it would raise them longer and likely have longer juvenile stage like us or other primates. Maybe. Who knows? What the foot immunity? Mammals like platypus still lay. Yeah, see, platypus are like a thing, so maybe Sasquatches are another type of mammals that lay eggs. So we don't know. From video games to allegations to conspiracy theories. Yeah, we're like checking all the boxes tonight, you know. We got a little bit of everything. Astra tries to apply without having the one requirement. Hey, you never know. The worst they can say is no, right? You know, it's okay. Sasquatch are defined by their copious body hair. Odds are it's a mammal, also considering it's a bipedal and has arms and hands. We're unlikely to be a bird with specialized oh my god, I can't read. Feathers to mimic hair. But you never know though. What if they're like a newfound species of like, you know, bird men or bird people that, you know, have evolved to have hair? Who knows? Congrats guys. We got the how did we get here achievement. My favorite conspiracy theory is that Astra is innocent. Holy crap, subscribe to this one though. What do you think? Wow. Wow. I see. How did we get from, you know, talking about Bigfoot to this? Wow. What other like really unhinged like conspiracy is there? Isn't it also like the lizard man one? Where all like the political leaders or whatever are like lizard people. But then I guess it what do they talk about now, since they used to always say Queen Elizabeth was a lizard man, but you know, sadly she passed away, so you know, she can't be one, right? So do they have something to counterclaim that? Now that she's not here anymore? Astra's a lizard man? How did you know? All along I was trying to convert everyone, or trying to, you know, blend in to the VTuber community, trying to be the leader of it. You have exposed me. Okay, but Mark Zuckerberg is unironically... Yeah, why is he also one? Is it because he doesn't really age? Is that the thing? I don't know why he's part of it. I actually know a ton about this stuff. My father was big into them. Yeah, like I know like bits and pieces, you know, just from like, you know, YouTube, like conspiracy theory things. But I don't know much about it. Like I know like the gist of it to understand. Like when you say lizard people, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I know that. But anything deeper than that, I'll be like, this is new to me. She sheds her skin. Yeah, you didn't know that? It's like every like before winter happens, I gotta make sure that I'm ready for it. Oh, he just looks like one. Oh, I see. Oh, the lizard men are reptilians, full-blooded, shape-shifting aliens, which have infiltrated and taken control of global political and businesses. Mark Zuckerberg is the strongest evidence in this theory, but no other reptilian has been confirmed to exist. Oh, okay. Oh, uh, just doesn't look or act like a human. Hmm. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really. Maybe I should Google this. You know? Maybe I should just Google Mark Zuckerman reptilian. And then maybe they'll show me like how he acts. And I'm like, how does he act? I don't think I have ever really paid attention to how he acts or whatever. The Zux being a lizard alien is more so for how strange he looks whenever he does something moderately normal for humans. I literally seen these like jogging through my neighborhood. I can confirm. He's just super weird when he jogs. I see. I mean, Queen Elizabeth. Oh, I meant Queen Elizabeth, but thanks for admitting you're also a lizard person. Yeah, I gotta, you know, it's what is it called? Like deflecting, you know? If someone thinks you are, just admit it and then think that, you know, you're reverse psychology kind of, you know? Making them think maybe I'm wrong. They're agreeing, so they can't obviously be it. Because of this, other theories are Zuck is simply an escape lab experiment or some other kind of alien poorly imitating a human. Wow. In all honesty, I kind of feel bad for him at this point, where everybody's just like, yeah, he just doesn't act like a human. And then he'd be like, what do you mean? Maybe he's just super awkward. Who knows? But dang. Alright, I see. Astra is an expert of psychology. Help gets her target to lower their guard. I know, right? All this time I've been lying to you. I'm not actually like a science major. I'm like a psychology major, you know? I'm like really good at playing with people's minds and making them think otherwise. So you better watch out. I might be able to like hypnotize you in some sense. Just through like words and suggestions or whatever. Actually, speaking of like words and suggestions, this also brings me back to when I was in university and I was renting out a place with a whole bunch of other students. Our landlord, she was really cray-cray. I don't think I ever told you guys this. Like, she was really into what is it, like manifesting good luck or whatever it is. She was really crazy. Because she's always saying the way you say words can influence the way people interact with you. Use words that are, what did she say? Use action words and not question words. It's like, do not ever tell someone, can you get this for me? Always say like something else. She was crazy. And the thing is that since we were all renting the place, I don't think this was legal, but she always dropped by the house every couple of weeks, and then randomly she will bring us all into like the dining room and make us do these questionnaires. And I'm just like, lady, I just want to do my like assignment right now. I don't have time to do your like 10 question questionnaire and watch. And she has like this, she made her own personal, like, it's almost like a TED Talk video where she like presents her like talking points. Yeah. She was a really weird person. I don't think I ever talked about it. Because it totally slipped my mind. But yeah, she was a weird one. Because psychology is just a pseudoscience. New age gibberish, yeah. The way you use words affect how people interact with you. That's just basic psychology. What the hell? You act like she's a crack the code. You act like she cracked the code and seen through me. No, she was very adamant about like using specific words, and she's like, yeah, by using these words you can control the narrative in the way that they would do what you want or whatever. Most of the time I kind of like zoned her out because I'm like, I just need to sit here and pretend I'm listening to you so then I can get back to my assignment and I don't have to see you for another 2 weeks. But yeah. What the actual app? Yeah, she was interesting. She was also an older lady, and she was very particular on the way we cleaned the house. Like, I remember a specific time when like it was an older house, so there was like what are they called? I guess it's like an HVAC system for like the vacuum cleaner where you just plug in the hose into the wall, or central vacuuming or whatever. So then she's like, to vacuum the house, you need to put the tubing close to your ear while you're vacuuming so you can physically hear the dust going into the vacuum. And she literally stood there for a good 20 minutes watching us like do that to make sure that we understood that's what she wanted us to do, to vacuum the house. I'm like, lady, I'm just gonna vacuum it like normal. I ain't putting my ear to no hose to listen to the dust. Yeah. She interesting. I took AP Psych and I can confirm that Astra might be onto nothing. After you may see people going about their day. I see tools waiting to be used, pawns on a chessboard. That is the world. No, no wonder Astra turned out this way. Yeah, I only had to live in that house for a year though, because my program was only like a fast track program for a year. So after that was done, I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm going back home and never seeing you again, lady. Like, yeah, she was always up in our business all the time. You mean to tell me that what I say and how I say it affects my interactions? No way. Yeah, apparently if you want them to get your paperwork done right away, you have to say it in a specific word format and a specific tone, or you know, or else the lady's not going to do your paperwork right away and she'll put it in the pile of other things to do later on. Astra's landlord shows up like, watch how my words make you do my biddings, payment, or you're done, or you're gone. Yeah. She was interesting. And it's really weird because then I guess because I was the most approachable one out of everyone in the house. Because, you know, I listen, like, I pretend to listen to her. So I guess she thought that, you know, I would be the best one to talk about things with. And she told me the most unhinged things ever. I'm like, lady, I do not need to know this about your personal life. It's like, what was one of them? The thing is that she only rents the place out to people on a yearly base. So after you rent it for a year, she kind of takes over it for like 2 months to quote unquote deep clean the house. And she was telling me that when that happens, she would get the carpets like professionally clean, and then she would put plastic wrap all over the house where she's supposed to walk. Like, she basically makes like a red carpet of plastic wrap, so then she doesn't get the house quote unquote dirty for like the next round of like students that are gonna rent the place. And and the thing is that she also had like a partner. Like she was like old. She was like probably like 50 years old. So she had a partner who's like also another like 50-year-old dude. And she was telling me that she doesn't let him use the washrooms in the house. Just like like within the month or two that she's cleaning the house, she doesn't let him use the washroom. And I'm like, and I look at her, and in my mind, I'm like, what do you tell him to do? Like, where does he do his business? And then I didn't even have to ask her. She proceeds to tell me that she gives him a bottle. I'm like, what the hell to do his business? And I'm like, lady, I do not need to know this, but okay. Yeah. So I'm like, how is your relationship going with that mindset? No, I know this landlord was crazy. I need to go sleep now. Good night. Astra, I apologize for the false allegations I said, but with that session to all of them, thank you for dropping by. Have a wonderful good night, Crack Duck. And thank you for like taking time to like, you know, drop by and chat with us. Oh yeah, and enjoy your Friday and weekend. What else? You don't get it, Astra. The way you clean your house affects how clean it will end up. I don't know. She was very particular. Oh yeah, and then the stairs, because the stairs were also carpet. She told us that you have to be on your hands and knees and like literally like put force on the vacuum to make sure you get all the dust out of the stairs. I'm like, yeah, not happening. Like, how do you know? And then she proceeds to tell us like, if you don't do that, I will know that you haven't done the vacuuming properly, because I will physically put my ear to the vacuum cleaner and hear if there's dust going into the vacuum. I'm like, lady, how do you know that? Like, dust is there all the time. I feel like this is just like a like trap to make me pay my deposit at the end of the day. You'll be like, no, I hear dust, you know, you're not gonna get your deposit back. I'm like, I feel like I'm getting conned here. But yeah, she always told us like, if you don't do this, I will know. I'm like, lady, how would you know? How do you know that I'm not gonna put my ear to the vacuum while I'm vacuuming? Or like all these other things. Crazy lady. This is why I also locked my room door when I went to sleep too, in general, because like, you know, my roommates, I trusted them, but this landlady will just drop by like at any hour. She doesn't tell you, she just drops by and it's like, hey, I'm here. I'm like, lady, I don't know if you're gonna come in the middle of the night and smother me, so I'm gonna lock my door. I also, when I went home for like Christmas holiday, I actually had to like kind of tape my door in a way that I would know that if she came into my room, because I didn't trust her not like trying to unlock my door to do some crazy things. So yeah, I was very paranoid with this lady. I'm like, I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know if you're trying to convert me into a cult later, but I'm not having any of this. I poked my head out of the hole behind the fridge. Asha definitely not all there. You look into her eyes and like the lights are on, but nobody's home. But yeah, that was an interesting time. I'm glad to know that Astra's teacher is just as unhinged as she was. Awesome. No, I don't want her as a teacher, man. She was cray cray. I think this is the first time I ever really had to, you know, interact with someone that crazy for more than like a couple of seconds. That sounds just like how Astra normally treats kids. It's a useful skill though, trying to booby trap my door so then I know if someone came in. Yeah. It was fun times. Fun times. Was there any other situations? I feel like there's been so many that my brain just kind of like blocks half of them out. Oh, she was also pretty racist, now that I remember. Now that I remember it, because like the house I was renting, all of my roommates were obviously people of color. So then she's always talking about other roommates with me, and like sometimes the thing she says about me is very unhinged. Because it's just like moving in and stuff, like, you know, it was kind of like a quote-unquote like fully furnished house because we're all students and we're only there for like a year. So then like the kitchen had everything, and then we were all in the kitchen and she proceeds to look at me and she's like, do you want me to buy you chopsticks since I know you Asians really like eating with chopsticks? And I'm like, I look at her and then I look at my roommates and I'm like, did she literally just say that? And I'm like, no, it's okay. I can use like, you know, the forks and the spoons in the kitchen. It's fine. And then she proceeds to say other things and I'm just like, oh okay. This is very uncalled for, but all right. Permission to laugh. Yeah, it was very awkward. And then one day she comes into the house too. She's like, oh my god, like I found this really like oriental looking plate and cup. Like when I saw this, I thought about you. And she proceeds to give me this very it looks very Japanese. You know how like the Japanese cups and plates, they usually have like the blue coloring, like the indigo blue, and like, you know, just the normal circles and whatever on it. Yeah, she proceeds to hand that to me. It's like, oh yeah, I thought about you when I saw this. I'm like, okay, thank you. Like, I don't know. It's like, it's just like you can see that she didn't understand that she was being very racist at that moment, and I'm just like, I don't have the energy to like say anything, so whatever. But yeah, that was interesting. There's no way permission to Oriental. What are we rocks? Yeah, I don't know. She said a lot of other things too, but I don't really remember them. It was mainly a point of like, she's always like, oh, I know you Asians, or oh, I know. She didn't. That's the thing. I don't think she actually knew that I was Chinese. She always used the word Asian. It was either Asian or Oriental, and I'm just like, okay, that's nice. But yeah. I know which one you mean. Yeah, it was like very generic, like, you know, that type of like, you know, plates and stuff. What if she got you instant ramen, but she would only get you the Oriental ramen? Good thing she didn't try to buy me food, because I would not eat it, because it's like, no. Oh, there's another time. I think the first thing I noticed, it was the first day I met her, that did I meet her, or was it in like a Skype interview? I think it was a Skype interview, because it was an interview when I wasn't in like the city that she was in. to, you know, see if I can get the place. And I think the first thing she said, it was like, oh my goodness, like your English is really good. Like, you know, how long have you been learning English? I'm like, I was born here. And then she's like, yeah, but like, where are your, like, where are you, like, where are you from? I'm like, Canada? And she's like, no, like, where are you really from? I'm like, you mean my parents? And it's like, yeah, like, where were they from before they came to Canada? I'm like, this is, I don't know, lady, like, I just need a place for a year, so okay, I'll guess I'll tell you. But yeah, there was that. And then yeah, when I got to the house, she's like, she proceeds to take out all these, like, I guess, like, takeout places. And she's like, oh my god, like, I thought about you, so I got all of, like, the Chinese restaurants, like the Asian restaurants for you, so you'll feel like close to home. And I'm just like, okay, like, thanks, I guess. It got to a point where I'm just, okay, just like say what you want. Okay, go through your processing, lady. All right, you done there? Okay, I'm gonna go back to my room now. You're Chinese, I thought you were Canadian. Maybe my spyware AI theory was right all along. You'll never know. Where you're from, I hate it so much. And surprisingly, only other Chinese people have asked me that. That's the thing, like, I get it when, like, other, like, Chinese people ask, because, like, China's so big, right? So then, based on, like, where in China, it's, like, very different, like, you know, language-wise. But it's just, like, kind of when they first start off with, like, oh yeah, your English is really good. And it's like, where are you from? And then you proceed to tell them that you're from Canada, like you were born in Canada. And then they go, no, where are you really from? Like, bitch. I'm like, what do you mean? But yeah. Tell her the moon, I should've. Where are you really from? Oliver, hello, how are you? I like how you were like, oh yeah, now I remember she was racist, and then proceeds to tell us some of the wildest racist stuff yeah, like, it, I guess it was like, it just kind of like, I don't know, I must have like just forgot it, because there was other unhinged things that she has done, and I'm like, oh yeah, but then there was also that. I think it got to the point where I was so desensitized to what she said. I'm like, okay, go through your sentences. Let's get through this. You locked it away. I did. But I think it's... The funny thing is that I think this is like the first time I have ever been like really confronted with someone that is so blatantly like racist. Because like, you know, sometimes you just get that one comment or like whatever and you're like, okay, yeah, that's fine, whatever. But then it was like every time she came over, it was always something to talk about. Oh, and then the things that she said about my roommates were also really wild. But yeah, those are... Do I remember some of the things she said? No, some of them were really unhinged, and I feel like if I said it, it would be like... I would be cancelled because, you know, it is about different cultures that I do not have any say in. You know, if I talk about the racism I encountered, it's fine, but I feel like it'll be pretty bad if I said anything she said about other people. It's like, oh yeah, no, let's not open that can of worms. Astra's repressed memories. Yeah. It was an interesting year. I have learned many things in that 1 year of renting that place. It was a nice place though, don't get me wrong. It's like, it was like a lake house kind of place. So it was like amazing until she dropped by every couple of weeks and it's like, all right, what do you want, lady? Strongest Italian Braving Rock character. Yeah, bro, yeah, sure, yeah. Flame, how are you? How are you doing? Yeah, we've been yapping. We've been going through so many different topics in the past like almost 3 hours. It's been really fun actually. Sometimes I forget how fun it is to just yap about random things. How are you doing, Flames? Hopefully you're having a wonderful week so far. It's almost 11, go to bed. Yeah, I was actually looking at the time. I'm like, do I have enough water? No. Because I remember I drank it all. So I'm like, we should probably wrap it up soon. Because it's like, I'm too lazy to go downstairs to grab more water at the moment. And I can feel like my throat getting a pretty like sore. But it was fun. We got to chat about so many different things. Hello there, passing by. And I thought I'd say hello. Time zones are like that. Yeah. No, thank you for taking time out of your day to just drop by to say hi. I really do appreciate it. You know, it's always nice to see, you know, you when you drop in the chat and just say hi. You lazily. Well, that's the thing. It's like, you know, we only probably have a couple more minutes. Do I want to spend like, you know, waste, I don't know, 2-3 minutes running downstairs to get water? You know, wasting precious time that we can yap away just for water to drink, take 2 sips out of, and I will forget about it again. But yeah, maybe I should make a short out of like my unhinged landlord. That would be an interesting thing to talk about. It might be a little bit too heavy at the same time. It's kind of crazy how all these like brain rot things are going around right now. It hasn't hit my nephew yet, thank God. But like some of these are like, oh, how did this even happen? What is going on with like, you know, the youth right now? Not yet. Yeah, I'm just waiting until it hits them. It still hasn't yet. So maybe, hopefully not anytime soon. He's still in his phase of, what is it? I don't even know what he's saying now. Yeah, I keep on forgetting, but he's still using the same phrases. You assume that I would remember now, since he says it all the time, but I'm like, no. Goes in one ear, goes out the other. Okay, no, I should probably let you guys... Oh my god. Let you guys go now. It's starting... My throat is starting to hurt a little bit, so... I need to rest it so then we can play more Xenoblade on Sunday. I'm like, what day is it? He doesn't speak Italian yet. I don't know. He also doesn't speak Japanese, and he always says that one phrase. I don't even know what he's saying. He always says something Ohio something. Something something something. I'm like, do you even know what you're saying? What's the other one he says? Something Baka. I don't know. He's a weird fella. He's a weird child in general. But I feel like every child nowadays is like that. I don't understand anything. So see, yeah, that's what he says all the time. I'm like, do you understand what this means? He's like, no, but I'll say it. I'm like, okay, you do you. Oh yeah, the Ohio. Yeah, he does that. Those are his things. Yeah, Ohio and Skippity. Yeah. And then he always says Sigma. I'm like, do you even know what Sigma means? Like, why? Like, all he says is like, what the Sigma all the time. And he says that with his friends too. And their whole conversation is just like, the whole sentence is just like, skippity, sasibaka, yeah, Ohio, and whatever. I'm like, that's not even a sentence. Do you even understand each other? What the yeah. And I'm just like standing there listening to them. I'm like, how do you, what are you trying to communicate right now? This is like not even a sentence. What the Astra? But yeah. Also, we have Astra saying skibbity. Yeah, I know. This is what it's become. She became a confusing boomer. Actually, when you... Okay, last time when I brought like my nephew to like, what are they called? Like the kid play places where they have like the trampolines and like the ball pits and stuff where all the kids just go. Like parents just like bring their kids there and let their kids go wild while they sit in the corner with their phone. So last time I went, like my nephew was just talking to all these other kids, and yeah, their whole conversation was just what the sigma. The whole time they did not have like a coherent sentence. They seemed like they understood each other like really well. I'm like, I feel like this is like Morse code or like something. Like this is some like coded like message that these kids are saying that they don't want the adults to know what they're saying. And I'm like, I question how like essays and stuff are being written in the future. Also, Asher lied about stopping the yapping. Shake my head. I need to sleep now. Take care, y'all. Toodle. Yeah, thank you for dropping by, Eyes. Have a wonderful good night. And remember to take rest in between playing Fantasy Life. You know, rest your eyeballs. What brain rot does to a mad, I know. Again, you're old, I know. I feel like I'm lost in translation. You'll be surprised at how much children's talking resembles the anchovies from SpongeBob. They do. Now that I think about it, they just literally repeat the same phrases over and over again. I'm like, all right. I suppose they say because it sounds cool. Yeah. But it's like, how do you communicate if that's all you're saying? Like, how, like, Strongest Astra versus weakest Ohio child. I know. Yeah, and yeah, my nephew is still on the, what is it, the Sigma boy kind of thing. And it still cracks me up every time he says it. Because I'm like, child, you're slurring your words. It makes it sound hilarious. The Sigma are, yeah. And yeah, every time he says it, it just makes me chuckle. And he's like, why are you laughing? I'm like, you shouldn't say this because it sounds like something else. And it's like, what does it sound like? I'm like, I don't want to tell you because it sounds very sus. So just don't say it. And he forgets and he proceeds to say it again. I'm like, okay. At least I get to laugh about it in the end, you know? Because it's like really random. He'll say it randomly and I'll hear it and I just start laughing because it's like, this child doesn't even know what he's saying at the moment. Okay, no, I shall leave you guys now. It's pretty late for some of you guys. And you guys still have Friday to get through before the long weekend for everyone in North America. Sigma is a letter from Greek alphabet, if I remember correct. Yeah, but I don't know what they're trying. Yeah. The way that they're saying it is like, I don't know. Thank you for sharing. No, thank you guys for staying for so long. Thank you guys for listening to me yap about very unhinged things and my crazy landlord. If I remember anything else about it, I'll try to bring it up on stream. There have been really interesting situations. But yeah, no, thank you everyone for staying so long. Thank you guys for chatting with me and sticking with me for 3 hours. I really do appreciate it. Have a wonderful good night, amazing Friday, and I'll see you guys on Sunday if you guys have time. All right, goodbye everyone. Goodbye. Bye 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 bye.